Welcome back to This Wasn't in the MLS. I'm Sean,
And I'm Megan.
and today we're going to talk about Megan's trip she just got back from. She was in Las Vegas at R4, which, if you don't know, is a huge nationwide REMAX convention. So she's going to tell us a little bit about it. So, if you want to tell us how long you were there.
Yeah, so I left. I was supposed to leave Sunday, but then we were getting a big storm. Well, at least Long Island got a big storm. We didn't end up getting a huge one, but I did fly out of Newark. So I switched my flight to Saturday, and I ended up leaving Saturday, and I came home on Thursday. So what, 5 days?
Almost 6 days.
Yeah, you won't let me forget it.
So, be honest, is R4 like very business or is it just a giant vacation for Remax agents?
It is super business. Um, I wish it was a giant vacation. You really hardly leave the convention center. I think I went outside once and it was to get from the hotel to a networking lunch. So, I mean, I have to say it's for a lot of agents, maybe like it's a mix of both, but you're still, even if you're partying or which a lot of people do at night, they're still networking too. So if they're going to the bars, they're still trying to meet people. Everybody's giving out their business cards. And I wish it's so funny because I go to Vegas, right? But I don't really get to experience
Yeah.
Vegas or go to the strip or anything like that because I am all networking all the time.
So, what surprised you the most this year about R4?
So I have to say R4 was super different last year or I'm sorry, yeah, super different last year than it was this time around. Going into R4 last year, I did, I almost like just wanted to meet everybody. So it was like, oh my God, like I gotta meet everybody. But then it was like I forgot who everybody was. And then it was like too many people, meeting too many people at once. Um, but this year, I loved it so much more because I focused more on making stronger connections and like not more focused on meeting a whole bunch of agents at the same time. So I enjoyed it so much more this time around, and I feel like I made at least like four solid connections with new agents that I will never forget,
Mm.
rather than making a million connections and forgetting them. I mean, there were people coming up to me this year, and I was like, and they knew who I was, and I was like, I have no idea who you are.
That's because all your videos, everybody's seeing your videos you make every day.
I know. I had a ton of people, and it was super flattering. Um, just a ton of agents follow me on Instagram and stuff, and people were like, "Oh my God!" And because you're wearing the name badge the whole time, they're like, "You're Megan." I'm like, "Yeah, who are you?" But I felt bad at the same time because it was like I didn't know who they were, and they
Yeah.
all knew who I was, and
Yeah.
at the same time, it was nice though. I had a lot of people asking me for advice and everything like that. So,
Yeah. So, you came home all fired up after. You're
yes,
excited to, one, just to come home, but also with everything you learned.
yeah. Yeah.
So, what's the biggest takeaway that you learned while you were there?
um, my biggest takeaway, I don't know if I want to like share too much of what I learned just because, if you're an agent in my market, I think like you should make the same effort that I do to learn everything that I do. So, like if you want to go to R4 and experience it for yourself, I highly recommend it. I would say on a personal level, what my biggest takeaway was is like make meaningful connections, and it far outweighs making, oh hey, how are you? And then like trying to remember that person for a
Hmm.
full year, and then you see them again the next year and it's like I have no idea who you are. It's just too hard to remember that many people. But I think the biggest takeaway is just validation too, that like it's something that's worth the money, it's worth going to. And um I did 4 referrals last year, and I probably did one the year before that, and last year was my first R4. So that just goes to show that this does work, and one referral will pay for the entire trip,
Yeah,
if not more.
yeah, that's true.
So that it's worth it, really.
Yeah. Is there anything that like you learned to do differently? Like something that you've been putting in place for the last year, and like you went to one of the conferences and it kind of made you see something or do something different?
Yeah, for sure. I um I spend a lot of time, like most of my time, doing my social media stuff, and I do everything myself, realistically. Like
Yeah.
everything that I do, nobody helps me. I don't have an assistant. I don't have anything like that. So I learned a lot about systems, and I have a lot of friends that are super, super top producers in different states, and they shared a lot about what they're doing in their business. And like I look at them and I feel like they have all this free time. So I will definitely be doing something in that realm coming soon. Actually, I'm supposed to do it today, but we'll see. We'll see if I have time. Um, but yeah, I definitely took that away just from classes and everything else.
Yeah. And so you actually got to go on stage and speak to a lot of agents. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So going into that, I almost canceled
Yeah.
probably. How many times did
A
I almost
lot.
cancel? I think every day I woke up and I turned a shot. I think I'm just going to cancel. I think I'm just not going to do it. So I hate public speaking. I mean, I think the fear really comes from like when I was a kid and like doing those presentations in high school
Yeah.
and having to present like uh your
Projects.
projects and stuff like that. And I think in high school you feel really judged,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you
Like
definitely do.
you feel really vulnerable, really judged, and feel like you're going to get bullied no matter what you say. So I think that fear stemmed from me in high school, which I'm literally a totally different person from high school, but and I don't think I put two and two together right away. Like I'm telling you this now, but I don't think I had this thought process before I actually went on stage. But I
Hmm.
really think that that's where that fear comes from. And I was always like shaking and like words wouldn't come out. So I'm like, oh my God, what if that happens while I'm in front? And this isn't like a classroom stage. This was
Yeah,
like
hundreds.
hundreds of people sitting in the audience. But anyway, it was so when I was sitting there waiting because the TED Talkers went first and I was on the panel. So I'm like sitting there and I'm like, okay. And me and mom practiced the entire morning. Like I didn't do anything that whole morning. When like the opening session was that morning, I was like, nope, I'm not going to that. I got to practice. So mom's asking me the questions and I'm answering them. But I did terrible with practicing because I'm like, mom, like I feel like I'm on stage right now. Like but it was but then when I got up there and the questions were flowing, so not only that, but this was a very popular class because AI and social media are
They're
what's
huge.
working right now
Yeah.
in real estate. So I was sitting there and the people start coming in and I'm like, okay, like there's some people here. Maybe they're a little early, 15 minutes early. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, oh my God, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. And then all the seats were full. And then all of a sudden see people like flooding into the walls, right? Because they're coming around because there's no more seats left.
Yeah.
And Sid was my moderator for the panel. He's like, we're gonna have to cut off how many people we could let in here. So I'm like, oh my God, this is like making it so much worse for me. But during the panel, I was like, okay, like I'm doing pretty good, It was going really, really well. And it was so rewarding after the panel because people were coming up to Sid and telling him it was the best panel they've ever seen. And when I say, because I've been to a few of these types of conferences, and I went to R4 last year, and I've watched the panels myself in the audience, and people leave during the panel because it's the last part of the session. They can be pretty boring. Sorry, REMAX, but like there's some times where it's like, all right, I didn't really learn anything from that panel, and they didn't really give me anything that I could take away from it. Just because it was some stuff like I already did, and it just didn't feel rewarding or anything like that. But we knew it was a good panel, like the three of us, after all of these people started coming up to us after the panel, and they came up to the front and were just like, oh my God, that was the best panel we ever seen. Can you tell me how you do this? Can you tell me how you do that? Can I follow you on Instagram? And then I had people coming up to me in the hallways. I saw your panel. And then me and Mom were playing blackjack at the end of the night. No, it's not a party. Okay. We were playing blackjack at the end of the night, and this guy was sitting at the table with us. He's like, weren't you on panel today? He's like, oh, you did so good. So that part of it was so rewarding and just completely outweighed like the fear of it. But the funniest part was at the end of the panel, Todd got up on stage, which is the guy who organizes all the TED Talkers, all the panelists, and everything else. And he gets in the microphone. He's like, hey, guys, these guys don't know this yet, but we're actually going to duplicate this class and have it tomorrow, too. And a couple of my friends were in the audience, and my face was like, I have to do this again because I was terrified the first time, and now I have to do it a second time. But he said that 600 people weren't let in because of the fire rate, like because of the capacity. 600 people. So the entire room was full. And then the next day, the entire room was full again. So it was awesome. And nobody left during the panel talk. Like it was so awesome.
Yeah.
Really was.
Good. So besides yourself, who was the best speaker that you saw and why?
Can I have two?
Sure.
So I went to three talks. Two were mine, and one was Alex Monaco's, just to watch him on panel. It's so hard to pick. I love Alex. Like Alex is great. I already knew what he was going to speak about. He did a great job. No offense to him, but I'm very interested in AI and social media all the time because it's just what I implement in my business. And I obviously watched my own TED Talkers. So that was Donald Porter and Tony Ray Baker. Love you guys. And they're just geniuses with AI. I mean, there are so many things. Like you think you know everything, but you freaking don't. It's crazy how much they know and they study to learn all this stuff. And I think I'm a pretty good study. I mean, you know me. Like, if I want to learn something, I'm going to freaking learn it.
You put your 100% effort into it right away.
Right away. But they're just geniuses with AI. I mean, there's so many things that I don't know. So it was good. Obviously, these were 20-minute TED Talks, so you're not going to learn everything in 20 minutes and how to exactly do everything that they're saying. But it puts a little bug in your ear to want to learn
Yeah.
everything that they talked about. So they kind of gave the base of things that I want to learn. And they're very, very smart people. Very
Hmm.
smart.
Yeah. Is there anything like that specifically stuck to you? Like when somebody said something, you were just like, wow.
Um, yeah, I don't know. No,
No.
I not really. I mean, yeah. So, like I said with Donald and Tony Ray, uh, there were things that I didn't know,
Hmm.
like, and never heard of. Usually, I'm like, oh, I heard of that,
Hmm.
but there were things I was like, I've never heard of that, and I can't believe that that's a thing, and
Yeah.
that's freaking awesome. So, if I could say that that stuck with me, yes. And then also before I did my panel, somebody said to me, I think it was Derek Kirkins, love you too, Derek. And he said, if one person can take away something and implement it in your business, in their business, and you helped one person, then your panel, you speaking on stage was 100% worth it. And that was
Yeah.
before I went on stage.
Hmm.
And then afterwards, when everybody was like asking me more questions and to dive deeper and asking me if I'm going to do trainings and
Yeah.
things like that, I was like, wow, I guess it was more than one person and it
Yeah.
was definitely worth it. So,
Is there anybody that's like famous, like in like the real estate world that you got to meet?
my mom.
she's she's famous in the real estate world.
Oh my God. Well, first of all, I'm going to start with my mom, but yes, I will seriously answer that question. My mom, it was so comical just the entire time we were there because I was with mom a lot and we were walking around and everybody's like, Megan's mom, is this Megan's mom? Because I made that Facebook post
Hmm.
about my mom basically dropping everything and coming out to Vegas.
Yeah.
Um, and everybody saw it. Like when I say everybody saw this post, every single person that I knew that either I met last year and was seeing again or was just friends on Facebook that is a REMAX agent
Hmm.
was coming up to my mom, trying to take pictures with her, like going, Megan's mom, like we're on a balcony, like the what party was this? Hawaii had a party
Hmm.
in there. They bought a suite basically for the night and we're on the balcony at that party and there's like tons of people there and like four people come, are you Megan's mom, can we take a picture with you? Like she was just, it was so funny. um but to answer your question seriously, I did meet what is his name, the CEO of Remax, and I can't, Eric Carlson.
Hmm.
I met him. I met the lead guitarist of Train,
Which you lost the picture for,
which
so you have no proof.
I have no proof because my phone storage was full when I took the picture and it didn't save to my phone. But I have a lot of witnesses. So I did meet the lead singer of Train. Um, who else
And
did I meet?
Train was there because at the end of the convention they have
A
a
private
concert. Yeah.
concert just for Remax, which is freaking awesome. And Train, if you're going to go see Train live, highly recommend it. They are so cool. Like it was such a cool experience. Um, did I meet anybody else? I'm trying to think. No, I think that's it. Right?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I don't know. All my Remax friends are famous in my eyes, though. So there were a bunch of other ones.
Do you feel like you grew personally while you were there?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Um, I also like have to say, if you make those like meaningful connections with people, like there were a couple guys, Chris Royer and Joey Stanberry. Joey's from Dallas and Chris is from Denver, Colorado. And they hosted a dinner and it was the best because it was like finding your people because you're not going to get along with everybody in your life.
No.
Like there are
Yeah.
people that go to the REMAX conference that I can't stand. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's
That's
like
how
you
it
don't
is.
mesh with everybody and you're bringing different people from all around the world and there's going to be people you don't like and like they just sent a message today. Chris just sent a message. He's like, I feel like I finally found my people and that dinner was like the best dinner and I feel the same way. Like it was mutually felt. It was like you get along with people and like you are like ride or die. So we're gonna start a mastermind and stuff with them, which I'm super excited about. Uh, so did I answer that question?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember what the question was.
Did R4 make you more confident? I think so because you got up on stage. I mean, that's a that'll boost your confidence
Yeah.
right there.
So I'm a pretty confident person
Yeah.
as it comes, but I want to do that again. And I think you wouldn't even expect me to come home and be like, you would be like, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
And that's how thought I was going to be. But I want to do it next year.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know, like maybe I could do a TED talk next year instead, but that's, that might be pushing it. We'll see.
Is there anything you learned that you want to change how we run our business together?
uh, yes, but I'm not going to share. I'll share with you later.
Yeah. Don't want to give away too many
Well, I
secrets.
think I already kind of shared with you
Yeah.
what we're going to do.
So, as a final, if you had to, like, in 30 seconds, eh, tell, like, give reasonings why every agent should attend R4, what would
Remax
you say?
agent. Every Remax
Yeah,
agent.
every Remax agent.
Don't go if you live in the Poconos. Don't go. It's terrible. Should I answer it seriously?
Yes.
um. Well, for me, obviously R4 is for most people, I guess, about referrals. You would think, and I feel like my first R4 was like that. Um, but obviously, the end goal is to be that person in the Poconos that people are going to recommend because they really like you network well, whatever,
Mhm.
and you do your job well, right? Um, so yes, like it's good for referrals if you really put yourself out there. I put myself out there. Like you have to, for example, like I did a uh, lunch, I scheduled a dinner, I scheduled an entire party. Like people know me for one, social media, and those three things. Like you're the one that plans things, so that's how we know you, and that's how you get your face out there, right?
Mhm.
So you have to network yourself. Like you have
Yeah,
to
you have to build.
advertise yourself
Yeah, and you have to
just like you're
build your brand.
exactly. So like you have to build your brand inside the R4 network.
Mhm.
And if you don't do that, nobody's going to really know you. Like
Yeah.
if you don't put yourself out there right like that. So that's why my client's calling me. That's why you have to do that. It's not just going to R4 and going there. It's not just going.
Yeah.
You have to actually do the stuff. You have to
Yeah, you have to
do
put the
what
work
you
in
have to
and
do.
yeah.
Yeah. So if you're not extroverted, and you have to become extroverted in that moment, you
Yeah.
have to put your big girl pants on and Sean, and just kidding. Put your big girl pants on and do what you got to do. Luckily, I have that personality, but there are people that I'm sure have been going to R4 for 15 years and I
Never
have
heard of them.
no idea who they
Yeah.
are and they don't know anybody else that goes. So, what was the question?
That you had 30 seconds to explain why people should go,
That was a
why
long
Remax
30
agents
seconds.
should go.
Yeah, but it's worth it. One, not only like the networking and the classes, but REMAX is like, if you're not part of REMAX, I'm sorry. Like, they are the biggest brand in the world, worldwide. We're voted the number one agents across the world, in the world,
Yeah.
number one agents in the world.
Yeah.
Like, we beat other companies. I think it was like 2-1, which is
Mm.
huge. And what they do for their agents is incredible. It's to plan R4. I feel bad for that guy. Like, it is a huge thing, and they pump us up, and the people that you meet, they're geniuses, like, it's like it humbles you because you go there, because I'm a good agent,
Mm.
and I take a lot of pride in my job.
Yeah.
But you go to this thing and you're like, I'm a shit agent, because you meet all these agents, and they're just geniuses, and they're so smart, and you bounce ideas off of each other, and you can learn so much just as a group and from each other, and it's so motivating, and that's why you come back just on cloud nine, because it's like, wow, like, I want to be better, I want to
Yeah.
be like you, I want to be better. And people say that about me too, like, they want to be like me, and
Mm.
and do what I do, and just like everything that you can learn if you put yourself out there and have those conversations, those deep conversations. And Remax is, they give you everything that you could possibly need to be successful, and you just need to dive into it. So yes, like, I would 100% recommend going to R4. It's worth the money.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth the education. It's worth, if you're a Remax agent and you're not going to R4, you are missing out like of 50% of what Remax really is.
Mm-hmm.
And you get the new stuff. Like, if they came out with new technology, you get the new technology before anybody else does. You learn about everything before they even roll it out. Like,
Yeah.
we know everything. Like, last year, they announced the rebranding at R4. So nobody knew, unless you were at R4, nobody knew that Remax was rebranding at all.
Mm-hmm.
So they announced it. They'd put on this big video display in this giant auditorium with everybody just screaming and going crazy. And it's so electric. It's
Yeah.
just so awesome.
Good. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how exhausted are you?
I am so tired. So, not California, but Nevada is, that's where that is, Las Vegas, right? Nevada?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not a geography teacher. But Nevada's 3 hours different. So it's 3 hours ahead of us,
Behind.
behind us, ahead. Isn't that the same thing? No, it's not
We're
the same
ahead.
thing. We're
Okay.
ahead. Oh, yeah. 3 hours behind us. So right now it's 12:56 here. So it's 9:56 there. And I finally got used to the time there, probably like a day or two before I was coming home. And then I got home. And I was telling everybody at R4, I was like, it's so much easier to come home because all you got to do is wake up early. All you got to do is like adjust your body, go to bed early, and wake up early. One, I'm a night owl, right?
Yeah.
So you give me 3 extra hours in Nevada to stay up. I took those 3 extra hours, and now I keep wanting to fall asleep at like 1 a.m. here, and I can't do that. So last night I did go to sleep at 10:30, and I woke up at 7, and I feel like garbage today. And yesterday I woke up at 7, like 7:30, 7:30, got the kids breakfast, and I passed out on the couch for 2 hours. So I can't keep it together, but I'm trying.
It'll get easier eventually.
Was that a 1 to 10 question? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. On
10.
a scale of 1 to 10.
10. 10.
Well, that's all I have for about
Yeah.
R4.
I think I shared basically everything,
Yeah.
but it was a good one. I can't wait for next year's R4, and hopefully you can come with me.
Yeah. Hopefully we can figure that out.
But we got to figure out the kids.
Yeah.
Those darn kids. Don't have kids. Just kidding. Those darn kids. We'll figure something out. If anybody is a nanny, let us know. Hit us up. But yeah, So that was it. That's it. So thanks for watching. This wasn't in the MLS.
One day we'll get it right.
One day we will get that name right. And hope you guys have a great day.